looking at functions and how we can use them to make our program simpler. Here's an example of some lotto numbers. So we get some lotto numbers generated here. These are the same ones. The user uses these same ones each week, and then over the course of 20 weeks or whatever, we generate a new set of numbers and compare them. And if they're the same, we win. Right. So forgetting the fine detail of it, the key thing here is that we've got the same bit of code twice. This generates 6 non-repeating numbers. So basically it's just going through this loop and generates a new random number each time, check that it hasn't been used already, so it's not in nums, checks that it's not already in the numbers, and keeps going until we've got 6 numbers there. The fine detail doesn't matter, it's good if you can understand, but it doesn't matter too much. The key thing is we've got that exact code there and there again. So I'm going to break that into a function. So I'm actually going to take this here, Control X, and say define the function generate lotto nums, as good a name as any, and just bracket for the moment. We're not going to pass it any values, we will in a bit. And I'm just going to paste in all of that code, fix the indentation. So nothing has changed there, it's still generating the 6 numbers, and at the end of that function we return the nums. So now down here, instead of saying usernum equals nums, we're going to say usernum equals generate lotto nums. Right, and bracket means it's the function that we're calling. So this does exactly the same thing. It just calls this here, calls the function, jumps up to here, does this, calculates these 6 different numbers and returns them back to here, and then because that's the return value, that is then placed back into this variable, and off we go. But now down here we can take this out and we can say this week equals generate lotto nums. I'm just going to copy this line here. So I'll just copy that, paste that there. So we've got that code, instead of being repeated, we're using it once now and it's correct. So this week, this should be actually this week, shouldn't it? This week equals this week. I think that was a bug in my program. So that's used that nicely. So using the function to generate some values and return them back to where we were in the program. I'm just going to take it one little step further and look at, as well as returning values, as passing values to the function. So this hard-coded as being 6 numbers in here at the moment. But what I'm going to put in here is the function is going to be passed a value called quantity. I'm going to use that there. So now when we call the function, we have to tell it how many numbers we want it to generate, which might be 6, say, or it might be 10, whatever. So if I run this program now, it should just be 10 numbers being generated each time, because that number is being passed to the function as that parameter, and then that's how we work from there. Okay, cool.